And now we start. Welcome to the first edition of Streamline News. I am Olin. I am your anchor, all dressed up and fun and stuff. Oh, my tie. Gotta get the tie check real quick, guys. You know what I mean? Gotta get the tie check real quick. So today, a special day. We have a lot to talk about today. We have an interview with a very big part of our show, Mr. Metrogram, a.k.a. Super Late Night Bot, a.k.a. the person that does all these graphics for this whole time. So I hope you guys enjoy the inaugural episode of Streamline News. I am your host, like I said. I am Olin. We're going to be bringing you a little bit of everything today. We're going to be doing the interview, game news, real life news, a little bit of everything. I hope you guys enjoy it. This is the long talked about segment I've been trying to tease you guys for quite a bit. So I hope you guys enjoy it. You gotta look very fancy because we are a reputable news team here at SLN News. It stands for Streamline News. So we're gonna make this happen. Tonight. So without further ado, I am gonna introduce one of the big contributors of this program, Mr. Metrogram, aka Hectrev, aka designer extraordinaire of this great website that you guys tune in from time to time. And I do see you guys there. Thank you. The audience is there. You guys are amazing. So let's make it happen. So let's go straight to it, shall we? And hailing from Dallas, Texas, North Dallas, Texas, is Mr. Metrogram himself. That is him. Let's all give him a round of applause. Yeah, all right, everybody. What's up, man? What is up? That's Mr. Metrogram. Yes, this is the man himself. So from time to time on this great news show, we're gonna be interviewing people from the stream, people that have helped me, random people, because this stream is all about building a cohesion in this community. Because that's what I've always said. We were gonna build a cohesion in the stream, and we're gonna make it happen. And one of the biggest contributors from the first day that this stream started has been Mr. Metrogram over here from Dallas, Texas. So without further ado, go ahead and introduce yourself some more. You can let us know first of all, what is Metrogram? What is this? Where'd you come up with this? I want to know what this is.
Well, I'm pretty big on Greek and Latin language roots, so I just pieced together two roots and just came up with Metrogram. Basically, metra means measurements, and gram means drawings or graphics. So I just put the two together and came up with Metrogram. And it just means measured drawings. Basically, I use a lot of mathematics in my drawings, so that's the story behind the name.
A lot of mathematics in your drawing. Okay. So, furthermore,
Yeah,
so what is okay? So I do understand. I've known you for a couple of years now. I mean, obviously, and I know you had a different company before. Do you mind talking about why you made that shift from your other company to this company?
Yeah, formerly I was known as epicpoint.net. I shifted to metrogram.com basically because I wanted a .com, and secondly, just some coherence with like social media. I was unable to get Epic Point on various social media sites. So for Metrogram, I was actually very proud that I was able to get Metrogram on all of the social media sites. So there's just a lot of coherence there, just consistency, just all across the board on all websites and social media sites. So it turned out best for me, and I actually like the name a lot better. But I mean, I won't forget the Epic Point legacy. I mean, that's how it was my first, it's like your first car. I mean, I always remember it, but I mean,
that's one fancy car.
Now it's time for big time. What's up?
It's one fancy car.
A Pinto. now it's a Lambo.
It's a Lambo. Oh snap. So, obviously you made that shift. You made that shift from Epic Point to Metrogram. What is the goal of this business? Is there different goals from the business before, or is it congruent? Is it similar?
No, it's basically the same thing. I mean, I'm the driver of the car, and I'm still the same. So I still have the same goals going on, just still trying to do branding, graphic design, and all the same stuff. I mean, nothing else has really changed. So just the name. That's it. Just
Just the name. Okay, so it's just a shift. It was
yeah,
just, it was like it was just an easy shift from Epic Point to Metrogram. I have to I have to say I have to applaud you on that because Epic Point seemed a little bit not cliche per se, but it seemed a little bit it needed to be defined a bit. That's what it needed to do. Okay. So what inspired you to do this branding, to be a graphic designer? Where did you take your inspiration from? Where did it start?
Well, ever since I was a kid, I've always been on the artistic side of things. I believe that like life is art and art is life. And my biggest
Poetry
inspiration
right there.
has to be, yeah. Well, my biggest inspiration has to be my dad.
Okay.
He was very he is still very artistic, and in 2012 he told me to follow like my art side and because he knew I had talent and he knew I knew the computer side of things, so he wanted me to take that and run with it, like how good I am with computers and kind of like mesh that with the artistic abilities that I have. So I mean that just comes to be like a graphic designer. So I have to thank my dad most of all for the inspiration to get things going.
Okay. All right. So, this being a video game website that it is, it would be remiss of me to not ask you, what is there inspiration in your designs that come from video games? And if so, what are some of those inspirations?
I really like the heads-up displays that various games have. Like ever since I was a child and I was playing games as a kid, I always liked the graphics of how things were displayed to the gamer. Various fonts, much like this news program, like the splash screen that we're using right now. Like I'm just really into how things are displayed.
We're having technical issues here on SLN News. I think we're gonna have to bring it back right now. We're gonna have to bring it back. So we're gonna have to give a call back to Mr. Metrogram himself. Something failed on his end, but we'll get him back right here in a minute. Hope you guys are enjoying this. It's very, very interesting talking to this man. Very, very interesting. We're gonna have to give him a call back because the satellite is not working right now. Apparently, we're gonna have to give him a call back and see if we can get him on there. Give me a second, guys. Let's see if we can get it back on there in the satellite in the room. Yes, there we go. We're back on.
Sorry,
okay.
Dude. Wi-Fi problems, I guess.
Wi-Fi. Is that satellite internet? All right. So you said some of your inspiration has been heads-up displays. I know in my experience playing first-person shooters, heads-up displays are a big part of it. Some of my favorite ones have been like from Call of Duty, from GoldenEye. Obviously, I think everybody has experienced those before. Also, I mean, you mentioned you had some, what is it called? Some influence from video games. Is there any particular games that you were a kid that you enjoyed the most? If so, what were those games?
I would say, gosh, this is a tough question. Let me think. Probably like Tetris.
What? Tetris? Really?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Tetris, I just remember it was very like just clean. I really like Destiny right now. I think the Destiny's graphics are the greatest. They really do use top of the line graphics for their stuff there.
Shout out to Destiny.
Some Resident Evil.
Whoa, okay.
I played that.
Mm-hmm.
I played Unreal Tournament when I was in middle school. And obviously I played Halo, which is probably my favorite game series.
That explains why you like Destiny, because Destiny was actually made by the people that made the Destiny. What? No, the Halo was made by the company that made Destiny. Bungie Interactive.
Right.
Also, they were, when they were making Halo, that was supposed to come out for all game systems before Microsoft bought them. I don't know if you knew that tidbit information. So Halo could have been a multi-platform game, but whenever Microsoft just threw money bags at them, it kind of changed to just Xbox exclusive. Do you game at all anymore? Because right now it's just these childhood memories or just adolescent. Do you game anymore at all?
Not really. I gotta say I don't. I'm kind of a semi-casual gamer now.
Okay.
I actually will still play Halo, the first one, Combat Evolved every now and then, and Unreal Tournament. And one game that I've probably played most recently is the Soul series, Soul Calibur.
Oh, sure. All right.
That has to be like my favorite fighting game, for sure.
You know that.
After that,
go on.
Go ahead. Okay. No, I was just gonna say that like I've played other games like Mario Kart, some Smash Brothers, but nothing like to where I get immersed into the storyline and whatnot. I haven't had a chance to really get involved in a game that deep in a few years. So.
Do you definitely have dodged many bullets by not playing like World of Warcraft or anything that sucks your life and destroys it? You definitely have mentioned some great games. You mentioned Destiny. You mentioned Halo, Unreal Tournament. Oh, Unreal Tournament, great games. Arena Shooter by I think Epic Media, I believe. Definitely great games. Great games that captured a whole generation, but they have kind of fallen out of place as of recently, especially the arena shooters. People prefer more the grindy stuff, when it comes to leveling up and everything. People don't want to jump around and just shoot each other anymore. Now here's a question I'm gonna typically ask everybody that comes to the show, because you're on Twitch. What does Twitch mean to you? Do you know what it is, or how do you explain it to the people that are not part of this community or haven't even been to the website? How would you explain it to them?
Oh man, I mean, I think Twitch is kind of revolutionary in terms of like where it is in on the internet right now. I feel like it is the next step towards like, I guess, streaming online, live television, and it definitely has a lot of potential. I obviously know about it through you, and I ventured out and watched a lot of other gamers and whatnot. I'm kind of excited to know, or actually just to see where it kind of, what it grows into. I mean, I think what we're doing right now is so like, it's pushing the tempo, and I think it's awesome. Like, I'm all for like new frontiers, and pushing like the potential to what we can, and I'm really excited from Twitch so far. I've known about it for about half a year. I think it's pretty awesome.
Now, you said you've known about a half a year. This website's been around for about, I think, since its infancy. It's been around for about 3 years. So it's a very relatively new website. It's one of the top traffic driving websites in the world, rivaling some of the bigger websites like Google, Yahoo. Obviously, I think Yahoo is kind of falling out of grace. But, definitely Twitch has that certain appeal to garner this kind of attention, because some people spend hours upon hours.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean? Connection problems once again with his Wi-Fi. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna get him. He's frozen now. He's frozen in time, sort of like Han Solo by Jabba the Hutt. So we're gonna wait on him to come back in a minute. We're gonna give him a call back. So yeah, definitely this conversation is something that I've had on stream before, when it comes to the future of Twitch and why Twitch is so popular and why we're getting this kind of attention. He's back now. We're back.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Don't know what's going on now. I don't know what it is.
Okay. So where we left off, I was telling you that Twitch has become one of the largest driving forces on the internet when it comes to video content and on-demand video content. Do you see it crossing over to other avenues? Like, for example, this program itself is a news. It's a news satire. It's something that's driving the website. There is game content here, but do you see it growing outside of this? Because it is owned by Amazon. It is owned by Amazon, another powerhouse on the internet for distributing content all over the world and product, obviously. So do you see it growing outside of the space?
I actually do think that it will. I mean, it's bound to, in my opinion, venture out to like other types of.
This internet, guys. This internet. He's using potato internet, guys. So we're gonna wait on him a little bit. Oh, he's back. He's back. He's back.
Centered around like gaming and whatnot. But I think it will grow into something more and venture out into other types of like streaming media, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely see a lot of hope on this website. That's why I'm a big proponent of pushing the envelope. I'm sure you have seen some of my other segments, playing music, cooking. No, not news. No, what's next? Who knows? Okay, so one final question that I have for you, because I know some people here in this chat room, this audience, probably have this question for you too, and just for anybody out there, what tips do you have for people that want to get into design, for graphic design, or just branding? What tips do you have for those people? Because I know your method of designing is very unorthodox. You didn't go to school. You didn't get any formal training. Is there something you could guide those people that want or that are interested in graphic design that they could do themselves, or do they really need some formal training to get anywhere?
I kind of feel like if you want to do it and you think you're able to do it, then just go for it. And it's all about practice and being immersed into the program application that actually drive graphic design. I'm a self-taught graphic designer. I like to think that my designs are actually, pretty good for not having an educational background or a degree in design in particular. My tips to those who are interested in this field would be to just do your research. I mean, the internet's out there. Just read some articles. There's tutorials online where you can learn almost anything. Now, you did say that my methods or my technique is unorthodox, and it actually really is. It's a specialty. I'd say I'm pretty good at mathematics, and I incorporate that in my designs as the biggest facet to what my designs are. I feel like if anyone else, wants to get into graphic design, they would need to find their niche, if you will, and their I guess look or theme as to what makes them different as a designer, because it is a cutthroat field. I mean, there's thousands of graphic designers out there.
I would venture to say millions. Yeah,
I mean, there could be. I mean, it's not going to go away. Graphic designers will always be needed in today's world. So it is relevant and will always be for eternity. But as for tips, I'll just say just keep on practicing and just do your research and don't give up on what your dreams are. I know that's pretty cliche, but I mean, I put a lot of work into it day in, day out. I'm very proud of what I've done and accomplished, and I just got to keep moving forward towards, my aspirations of being a global graphic designer.
A lot of what you just said resonated with me because a lot of it applies to just life in general. So very good tips by Mr. Metrogram himself. If you guys want to check out his website, you want to go ahead and plug your website?
Yes, it is www.metrogram.com. And I can spell it out for you guys. It's metrigram.com. Just check it out. I got lots of info on there, a lot of graphics. I try to keep it updated as much as possible. I actually built the website myself, and it is a project for me. So I mean, it's growing, and it may be slow at times, but I mean, I am updating it quite often. I have a blog on there. You can message me anytime you want if you have any design inquiries, or you actually want to ask me if I could do some graphics for you, just hit me up on there. And if you know anyone that needs graphics done, certainly guide them to metrogram.com, and I'd greatly appreciate any references to my site.
And definitely, one of the biggest reasons why I'm interviewing this talented individual is because he has created this space for us to interview and to work in. He has designed all his graphics, all the graphics beforehand that I've ever done on my website, my logos, everything. Obviously, there's been inspiration from me, but give him the ideas, he'll create it for you guys. So definitely, if you guys have an ideas for streaming, for any kind of media, please do not hesitate. Hit him up, give him those ideas. Be sure to, when you have an idea for a design, please don't just say, can I get a website done, please? Give him some, give him some direction. Give him some direction. Like, I want X, Y, and Z. I want this type of logo or this type of thing. Send them a sketch. Take a picture of your napkin drawing. Let's make those wheels turn a little bit, okay? Because I want to help. He wants to help you help yourself too. So that's how we work. It's a symbiotic relationship here. All right, guys. So thank you very much, Mr. Metrogram. Thank you for being the inaugural guest here on Streamline News. I really appreciate it. Very grateful for all your work. Hopefully, I have you on a little bit later in the cast down the line. We can discuss other topics, space, movies, whatever. Definitely something we can discuss for an eternity. So thank you very much. Hope to see you once again, and that's it. See you around, Mr. Metrogram. All right, guys. So let's go on to the news segment. We're here, boys and girls. We're here. So, we're here now. We're here in the SLN studios, live from Corpus Christi. I am your anchor, Olin. I am Olin. We're here to get it done. So, first of all, we're going to take care of IRL news and real life news. Okay? Because that's what matters. We need to talk about what's going on in real life before we get to the new stuff. The good stuff, which is next will be video game news, and then we'll be talking about my final thoughts of tonight's cast, the inaugural cast. In the future, this newscast might be a little bit longer, might be a little bit shorter. It just all depends on what we're doing. Okay, so without further ado, let's get it started. So today, this week in general, these are some of the things that have caught my eye. So Google, you guys might know, for a little website called Google, surpassed 1 million miles traveled in their automated cars. So it's something that's very, very, very important, because automotive vehicles are not something that we would think of when you think of cars and normally driving themselves. So you know what Google did? Google pissed off a lot of people and stuck their tongue out at them, because they do not like automotive manufacturers do not want cars to be driven by themselves. They want people to be driving them, obviously. Okay, so 1 million miles traveled by themselves, no major accidents. There has been some fender benders, but no major accidents. No one's been killed, no nothing. So this goes to show that humans are bad drivers. Our emotions, us texting, us taking Snapchats while we're driving, causes accidents. And you know what? This is quote unquote beta testing. 1 million miles of beta testing, and no one has been killed driving these cars. There's a fly in the studio. So, I for one, welcome our robotic overlords. I for one welcome them, because you know what? Haters gonna hate, and these cars are gonna drive ours. And I'd rather have somebody drive me than me drive myself. That's what being chauffeured is about. Okay, so next topic: getting married with your cousins. A new study has shown that 0.2% of Americans have married their cousins, which is over 250,000 people marrying their cousins. And there's 25 states. There's 25 states that outlaw this, but the people are still marrying their cousins. So what's going on with that? Why are people still marrying their cousins? I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys, or some of you guys, know somebody that's married their cousin. Or some of you guys have married your cousins. You know, I'm not pointing fingers or anything, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's definitely not just something that happens out of this country, but it happens a lot in this country, apparently. And even though it's banned in 25 states, that's nasty. That's nasty. So, moving on, we have another person that's been out of the news for a while, Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney came out of the news this week. He was fighting Evander Holyfield for some reason. He was fighting for a charity. For a charity match, Mitt Romney fought off Evander Holyfield, the guy that got his his ear bit off by Mike Tyson. And now you have here the video, Mr. Mitt Romney and his six-pack knocking over Evander Holyfield. This is the only thing he's won ever since he lost the presidential election to Barack Obama in 2012. So give it up to Mitt Romney, finally winning something and showing off that six-pack that he's been wanting to show off for a while, or that keg, actually, whatever it is. All right, so, you know, that's it for in real life news, because, you know, in real life news is sometimes boring. So let's move it on to video game news, because video game news is what it's all about. So, today, in video game news, we are going to get started with, let me see, give me a second, guys. Gotta organize the pieces of paper here. Okay, give me a second. What are we doing first? This week, a brand new game that captivated Kickstarter, Bloodstained Night. Oh, what is it called? Ritual of the Night, being developed by the granddaddy, the grandpapa of Vania Games, aka Koji Iragashi. The person that was very influential for the making of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. One of my favorite games of all time. Beat that game. What was the first game that I beat? Amazing game. It's a PS1 classic. If you guys do not have it, sucks for you. Go buy it. Go buy a PlayStation 1. Go buy a PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, whatever. Just borrow it, steal it, whatever. Go play it. Amazing game. This game was put on Kickstarter about 6 days ago. And in one day, it completed its funding of $500,000. And now, in less than 6 days, it's made over $2.2 million. $2.2 million. So this game is well funded already. Well funded. So I, for one, I'm very happy that this is happening, because I need another Castlevania in my life. A Castlevania that's worth a damn. The other ones have not been very good at all. So they've had 29,000 backers and over 2.2 million funds raised so fast. Similar to Mighty Number 9. Mighty Number 9, another company, another producer that split for their mother conglomerate, Capcom, to make a good version of a Mega Man. It's not called Mega Man. It's called Mighty Number 9. Mighty Number 9. It was funded last year, and they got over $3.8 million for funding. This game is slated to come out for the PC, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and I think PS3. And I think for the Wii U, I'm not too sure. But this thing's coming out on everything. If you have something that has a controller, it's coming out on there, and it's going to be crazy. I, for one, am very happy this game got funded. And I'm very, very excited that this game is going to come out. And hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it doesn't fall on its face and destroy itself. Because, man, I really, really, really do not want that to happen. Because that's a lot of money to be thrown at a game for it to suck. Okay? Oh, other stuff that got funded on Kickstarter. Anyways, another thing that's captivated the video game world here on Twitch is this game called Agar.io. Everybody seems to be playing it. Everybody and their mama seems to be playing it. This little game that came out of nowhere, streamers started playing it, and now everybody and their mama was playing it. So I don't even know. I don't even know. This is worse than like Snake on your phone, on your Nokia phone back in the days. I don't know what's going on. This like there's like tutorial videos on YouTube to show you how to play. What is this? Is this the next? Is this the next game that we played on tournaments? Is it gonna be bigger than World of Warcraft? Bigger than the League of Legends? What's going on? Why are we so captivated by a game that involves eating balls? I don't understand. Why? Why is this game even popular? This guy has to be making some kind of money. He has to be making some kind of money because if he's not, he's stupid because everybody in the world seems to be playing it and the game doesn't crash. The game doesn't crash. It just simply doesn't crash. I don't know. The appeal to it is it bewilders this anchor. It bewilders this anchor. I don't understand the appeal to it. Suddenly, it's taking on everything. It's on Twitch. I'm sure you guys have seen it on Twitch. If you have not, go play it. It's called agar.io. And go question yourself because I don't get it. Anyways, the big release of this week. You guys might know it. Mr. Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt. Coming out very soon to almost every system also. Every next-gen system. This game is causing a lot of hype. There's been some early reports of it being the best game ever. Best game ever, apparently. I don't know. I played the second one. It was okay. It was kind of boring. It had a lot of nudity. Oh, well. And I think a lot of people are just getting hype about this game just to get hype. It seems like every week or so, a new game is released, and on Twitch, everybody's like, "Oh my god, new game being released! Oh my god!" And everybody goes to buy it. Everybody goes to buy it. I do not see the appeal to this game. This broadcaster might stream it, might not. It all depends. But I definitely believe that this game it does have an appeal to it, but it has a massive unappeal to a lot of people too. Especially since it's the third iteration of this game. A lot of people will probably be turned off by the fact that it's the third iteration and they haven't played the other ones. Although I have read some reports that this game, you don't need to play the other ones. You don't need to play the other ones, and you can totally do fine by just playing the third one. Oops, that's what you thought you were going to see boobs, right? That's what you thought, but you didn't. So this game is slated to come out the 19th, although it is already being streamed on Twitch by some streamers that have review copies. So don't worry, they're not getting banned. So don't go to the channel and like, "Oh my god, you're streaming it early, I'm gonna report you." Wrong, because they already got consent and they're doing it. So if you're at all interested in this game or have been interested in any of the Witcher games in the past, definitely check it out. If not, just watch somebody stream it. Don't buy it. And toodaloo, next game. Let's see. Also, another game that's very big and slated to come out very soon. That this broadcaster will be playing Arkham Knight. Gotta love Batman. And this game shows a lot of promise, unlike the other one that came before it. It had a lot of hype behind it, and it fell on its face. And it sucked. So I hope this game is not that. I hope it doesn't fall on its face. Because this game looks very promising. Has a lot of villains that we can all look at and oogle about. The graphics are amazing in this game. Robin's making a comeback. Batwoman. Catwoman's making a comeback. Nightwing. If you haven't seen the trailer, peep it. Looks very interesting. It seems to have a lot of the same elements that Rocksteady has been pulling from other past Batman games. And obviously, if you like the past Batman games, you can't be swayed not to give it a try. Obviously not. It's kind of, it makes you think about what's going on. Is this going to turn into the next Assassin's Creed, where they just slap it on a new paint a coat and put in some new people, and this every year you're going to release a new one? Hopefully not. Because Assassin's Creed kind of turned into that, into a money cow, and the quality has gone down quite a bit. So yes. Moving on. The next thing you guys might have forgotten about. What about Dying Light? You guys forgot about Dying Light. But you guess what? There is a new expansion pack coming out for it. It's called the Balzac Horde. I don't know if you guys ever played the game. This broadcaster did play it. It was a very interesting game. Very, very fun. Especially with co-op. Definitely recommend it if you guys have not tried Dying Light. It was something of a hit or miss game on Twitch. There was a lot of people playing it and then just suddenly died. Now this game, I believe, with the newly released mod support for the PC, is going to have some legs to it. It's going to have some longevity. So as long as those mods allow the community to do whatever they want with it. because this game has some serious potential. It could be something very wacky and could do something very, very interesting with the modding community, such as what is it called? Gary's mod did. Very, very hyped for this game. Very hyped for this release. Hopefully I can get to play it, and we'll see what happens with that. And the other game is coming out pretty soon. I'm sure you guys have heard about. For everybody's favorite console, the Wii U. Splatoon. Splatoon is coming out. What is up with this game? This game has a lot of hype behind it. It's a shooter with paint. Very, very interesting. I know it doesn't entice you right away when you see it, but it has a lot of hype behind it. But from what I understand, it has local co-op only. Now I might be wrong. I have not researched it very well. My sources have not come in right away. But from what I understand, it's local co-op only. And this game has massive appeal from the people I've spoken to in person, telling me that this game is going to be one of the driving forces behind the Wii U. Personally, it looks like an episode of a Nickelodeon like Double Dare. And I don't understand why it should be something that garners my attention. But then again, it's powered by Wii U. Wii U games don't have to make sense to be fun. Obviously, many times that's been the case, and they're still fun. Like Katamari, like the game that I didn't understand, but everybody got hype about it. Katamari Damacy or something like that. I forget what it's called. But anyways, crazy looking game. I don't understand it. Next, 2016, Ratchet and Clank. Finally, the movie has a set date for it, 2016. If you guys don't know who Ratchet and Clank is, Ratchet and Clank, very famous marsupial from the PS2 days, and his trusty robot Clank. There has been some games released for the PS3, and I believe there's a PS4 game also, but it had its gestation period in the PS2, along with Jak and Daxter. Those are the two series that were butting heads during that time. Very excited for this. Very excited for this movie. Hopefully, it has a lot of those funny ass characters that it's known to have, especially Captain Green Dude. I forgot his name, but he's hilarious. Anyways, moving on. Finally, to the coup de grace. E3. E3 is upon us. There's a lot of hype behind E3. There's a lot of games going to be released, and everybody is excited for it. Oh, haters going hate popping up again. There's a lot of hype behind behind E3, and being reported by Game Revolution, there's 10 predictions that they're making. A new game for Age of Empires by Microsoft. A new Banjo-Kazooie. You haven't heard of them? If you haven't heard of them, you're not old enough. And don't worry about it, because you'll probably love it anyways. Banjo-Kazooie from the 64 days of Nintendo. Great game. Kind of got killed off, which sucks. And new Fallout 4. Are you guys aboard the hype train for that? Fallout 4 is going to be fun. I definitely want to sink my teeth into the next Fallout 4. I have not played Fallout 3, but it's because I got too late into it. Now when I play it, it feels like I'm playing this really blocky old game. It's like I found out about it too late. So definitely I'm very, very hyped for Fallout 4 because I love Skyrim and Bethesda does great things. So count me in. Choo choo. Let's get it going. The new God of War 4 by Sony. Or who else is going to be? Duh. I know they're making God of War 3 remastered. They're making that. But there is rumors that there's going to be a God of War 4 for the PS4. And frankly, I don't see the reason why. The last God of War was okay. It had a multiplayer element. It was not that great. Call me skeptical for this game. I don't think we need another one. I think Sony should put some money behind something else, aka Crash Bandicoot. So, hopefully, this game comes out and it's not terrible. Because you know what? Unlike other games, 1886 was garbage. A new Metroid for the Wii U. The Wii U needs some games. And you know what? I think Metroid can do it. If you guys have heard about any Metroid games in the past, yes, I would be hyped for this game too. And so as long as it doesn't make me jump around and dance around while I'm playing this game, please just have some controller support, please. A new Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs is a game that I thought wouldn't really garner a lot of attention. Another one. Square Enix is on the threshold of releasing some details for it, so stay tuned for that. I never played the first one, but I did see some good gameplay from it. And yes, I can't see chat. I can't see chat, Felicia. Woo! Called you out, didn't I? Splinter Cell. A new Splinter Cell by Ubisoft. A new Splinter Cell. This game I have not played either, but I have seen a ton of footage on it. Very good looking game. It looks like a better version of Metal Gear. Okay, yes, I said it. I don't really like Metal Gear. Okay, I don't like Metal Gear. Sue me. Don't care. It's okay. It plays like a soap opera, and it's no. I don't. Metal Gear, whack. Whatever. Whack. It's okay. It's okay. I can live without Metal Gears. I can live without Metal Gears. Next one on the hype train. Titanfall 2. It seems like Electronic Arts has fixed their shit, and they will actually want to release a good Titanfall. So, count me in to that hype train. Choo choo. I'm right on there. I'm very hyped. Let's go. Let's go. Because you know what? I did like the gameplay of Titanfall 2. It had no storyline. And it really wasn't worth $60 at all. So, count me in. I'm ready. Put me in, coach. Let's go. So, Titanfall 2, let's make that happen. Okay. Why this? Why do we need another Watch Dogs 2? How bad was Watch Dogs 1 that we needed part 2? No. Just no. This is what you call Ubisoft throwing money at a problem and trying to get something out of it. It's like putting gas in a broken down car. It will move. Let's move on. Just go. So no. Watch Dogs 2, don't consider me hyped for that. Terrible decision. Now, one that has me hyped, apparently there's some rumors about a Ni no Kuni 2. Ni no Kuni was this amazing RPG made by Ghibli Studios. If you have not seen it before, definitely check it out. Ni no Kuni for the PS3, amazing RPG. And new Resident Evil 7. No comment. A new, now this has me hyped. A new Crash Bandicoot. Bandicoot. So let's make it happen, guys. That's the hype train report of E3. Tune in next week. We're gonna be doing some more hype train. See what we figure out. So more news on the video game radar. Let me see. Give me a second, guys. Let me pull it up. Bloodborne surprised everybody. Apparently, Bloodborne surpassed all of Sony's sales projections. They're quoted to saying, "We were being quite ambitious, but even that proved to be conservative." So apparently, Bloodborne sold a crap ton of copies of everything. It went crazy. Even Mr. Wiggum over here, Ralphie, didn't know what a Bloodborne is. But you know what? Everybody knows, and it sold like crazy. And a lot of people attribute that to it being dropped in after. No, it's just during a time when there wasn't big games. Because you know what game flopped during that time? 1896 flopped big time. Donkey Poo. It just died. 1886 was garbage. Came out and just died on itself. So Bloodborne came in, saved the day, and it sold a lot of PS4s. That is correct, Mr. Zufo. It did sell a lot of PS4s, and it came in to save the day for PlayStation. Because you know what? If Bloodborne would have been another flop, they would have been sad. Okay. Another news. We're moving on. Destiny has been making a lot of hype lately. With the new DLC coming out, the House of Wolves, their new game-changing patch, as reported by Forbes on May 15th in the tech section of the website. Apparently, Destiny got everybody feeling like it's crack. Even Tyrone Biggums right there. You know, he needs some more of those immigrants. Apparently, reported by Paul Tossi for the Forbes magazine, they have been eagerly awaiting a long-coming patch. And apparently the rewards for the PvP mode have effectively doubled across the board. More marks, more Ingrams, and the like, making PvP a much more viable gear grinding path than it was previously. Okay, so apparently, if you like to grind, get on Destiny, because you can grind not only in PvE, PvP. Try to get those Ingrams. There you go. There you go, baby. Make it happen. I know I see you right there, Call of Duty girl. Get some of those Ingrams. Get you some of those. Now, moving on from there, we have a new release, or a new re-release. Elder Scrolls Online, coming out for the PS4 and the Xbox One on June. Give me a second. Let me get you June 9th. A new re-release. If you don't know what the Elder Scrolls Online, there you go. Elder Scrolls Online. It is put out by another company that is not Bethesda, because Bethesda had nothing to do with Elder Scrolls Online. It's basically a repack of all their DLCs that have come out for the PC, making it happen. Making it happen. So, if this game has not been on your radar, don't buy the hype. Don't buy the hype. Don't jump into it. This game's not for you. If you don't know anything about it, just avoid it like the plague. Okay? If you don't like MMOs, avoid it. Avoid it. This game is not for you. Stay away. Go grind some more on Destiny. If you like to grind, go back on Destiny. Don't be grandma and go on Elder Scrolls Online. Okay? So, let's keep it moving, guys. And apparently, finally, the last thing, the way we're going to end this cast is by having some closing thoughts by your anchor, Olden. This cast was made. It's been in the planning stages for for a couple months. It had the first idea in April. We spent all of May trying to get everything. No, actually, no. We started in March. I'm gonna give you some background on this newscast. Started in March, but we planned it all out in May and April. Now, I hope you guys might enjoyed this. This is my first inaugural cast. Next week, we will have it again on a Sunday night. It'll be a little bit earlier. As time goes on, we're going to be interviewing people from the stream. That means you guys will be a part of the show. Definitely hit me up on Twitter. Twitter will be the place where I make those contacts for you guys to come on my show and be interviewed. But definitely, there will be a lot of conversations before the newscast happens with you guys. So definitely, don't be shy. Hit me up on there. I'm very active on Twitter. As for the future of this segment, it will be going on. It will be every week. Every week will happen. We're gonna have some game news. We're gonna have some real life news, and maybe something else. We definitely have room to grow. We have our eyes pointed to the sky. We're gonna be going forward. We're making this show bigger and bigger and bigger. And some days it might be longer. Some days it might be shorter. Today is nearly an hour long. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. All you guys on the stream. This is SLN News, guys, and this is your news for you, by you. So yes, thank you very much for all the people in the chat room. Mr. Ramon, Call of Duty Girl, Hillman, Bush, Boy from Mars, Commander Taco, Jacob Hernandez, MJ Swag, Ulan, Waiting for Last Second, and Zufo. Thank you very much, guys. You guys are very, 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 very big part of the stream in this SLN News cast. So definitely hit me up on Twitter. If you have any more questions, that was it. I have to retire into slumber once again. This is it from the SLN Studios. But you guys have a good night, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.